Welcome to the No Fame Podcast, Null Shore, Episode 17, The Mountain. On November 20th, we will be doing a live Session 0 for a mid-level high fantasy mini-campaign DM'd by our very own Sinéad Marguerite. That's twitch.tv/nofamepod, or you can keep up to date by following any of our socials at nofamepod. Now, let's get into this episode of Null Shore. Of a recap here. The last part of the last session-ish, you all escaped the 6th Arcana with Dale and your newfound best friend forever, Paige, in tow. Ed came home to find his daughter Maggie had made a surprise visit along with a PI from the city that goes by the name of Lyzrin. A couple of days went by. You all took a look at the library, coming across a few more tomes and books that weren't registered to the that weren't properly registered in the Null Shore Library. After 2 officers left their designated taped-off investigation area to you all, with no second thought about it, you had a look around the area and came across some notes written by Catherine Bell with a term that kept popping up: trinoculants. Glomin found a set of car and house keys, which was a solid guess that it belonged to Catherine, although her car was found abandoned on the side of the forest, yet the keys were still in the library. Strange. You all went to her home in search of clues, and upstairs in her office, you came across a small unopened chest with green glowing crystals. Ben gave Glomin a few of the purple crystals you guys found, and Glomin touched them off of the green crystals. The room erupted in bright light as everyone found themselves sitting inside the misplaced dinghy, drinks on the tables, and clearly it was the night of the fundraiser. Dun, dun, dun. Insert shitty bar music.
What the fuck, guys?
No, right? This music's fucking terrible.
Roland is up on stage DJing. Everyone has drinks. Paige has like a huge tankard of ale. She looks around. She's like, I was afraid that would happen with the resonant crystals, putting them so close to each other. It's kind of unexpected.
Did we go back in time? How did you end up with a tankard?
She looks down. She's like, I have no idea. Speaking of back in time, and she cocks her head. She's like, I can still feel the string that pulled us through here, and we could manipulate it, but now is the only chance we have to take advantage. And she like looks around slowly, and there's like people everywhere in the bar, and again, Roland's up on stage, just people on the dance floor, and people dancing and sitting like at tables and stuff like that. And she looks around, she's like, I'm detecting, and she like waves her hand, and an arcane sigil just kind of appears in front of her and then dissipates. And she's like, I feel like something is happening here, but if we're to go back, we'd have to do it right now, and it might expend a portion of my energy, but it's a decision.
I didn't have anything to do today apart from us snooping around Catherine Bell's, but
yeah, you guys lost a day and a half-ish because it was kind of the afternoon.
Should we go back? Use that day to...
I don't know. I was going to get drunk anyway, so... I feel like we should go back. We don't know if we've been doing things in the time we've missed, or if we've just appeared here.
It's disconcerting to be losing so much time from my days.
All right, let's go back.
Not like when you lose time from a nap.
Paige, see, one of you have like a whiskey in front of you, and she takes it and she like tosses it, and it erupts into fire as she like waves her hands and draws another symbol. A light breeze starts circling around in these snaps of electricity, and she's like, "Well, here goes nothing," and you guys are suddenly right back where you started in Catherine Bell's house.
Here goes nothing. Was there a chance that wasn't going to work?
She's like, oh yeah. Of course, there's always a chance that something terrible is going to happen.
But how do we know we're back in the right place? I mean, what if we're further ahead now?
Well, nobody lives
Chad
here
pulls
anyway.
out his smartphone and looks at the date.
I was going to say, she walks to the window and looks up at the sun.
You there, boy? What day is it?
Boy in the street. It's Wednesday. No, it's
Hello,
Friday.
boy.
Friday.
Bring me the biggest turkey.
I need a Christmas goose.
Chad, your phone does say it's a couple of hours. You lost a couple of hours, but it's the day that you were in Catherine's house.
Can we go back a little bit further, or is this the best you got?
She like looks around, like kind of like unfocuses a little bit, and she's like, "No, I think that was the last of that energy." And she like looks in the chest where the green and purple crystals were, and the purple crystals are absolutely like shattered into dust.
Oh.
There's still green crystals left?
Yep. They look duller, like they're almost a gray. It's a very, very faint green in them.
Okay, so
Maybe someone should hold on to these ones just in case.
She looks at you all. She's like, "Well, it seems like we have a day since wherever we just were, and something wasn't entirely right with what was happening there. I was getting some kind of
Say we go to Catherine's.
are we at Catherine's?
Yeah, I thought we were at Catherine's.
it seems to be her homestead."
Yeah, remember we're rooting through her house?
Actually, three houses down the street.
It's a family eating dinner. Like, what the fuck?
It's a shell house, like from Arrested Development.
We should check the attic.
Stairs outside.
There was stuff in the house about the trinoculants, which was linked to the geography of Null Shore, and we have at one point gotten all the triangle bits. Have we been to all the points of the triangle though? I'm trying to remember.
So no, because there was one up in the woods. There was the lighthouse. There was
Downtown, yeah.
city center right next to the misplaced dinghy, and then there was one up into the woods. Do I have any recollection of where it lit up in the woods?
It was somewhere on the mountain, Beacon Mountain.
Beacon Mountain, okay.
What is it with this province and triangles? Hey, fuck it, let's go back to the bar. Take us ahead again.
She's like,
Well, do we want? We got a full day. Do we want to go to the woods?
I'm trying
I
to
wasn't planning on
remember.
doing anything anyway.
Like, what are our options? We checked at the library already, right? And that led us here.
Yes.
you guys, went to the library. You found a bunch of tomes about tomes that weren't registered, like properly registered, kind of just in the back office.
Okay.
You guys were obviously to the lighthouse.
Yep.
Catherine's keys kind of brought you to her house because her house keys were attached, which you didn't use anyway.
Are there any landmarks? Any landmarks written about around the trinoculant?
Give me a history check. Let's say. Let's do that.
We also have another option, which is going to see the mysterious old man who sent me to the 6th Arcana, who told me to come find him when I got back. And I put no effort into it and have not found him yet.
I was just
6.
A 6?
Yes.
No.
That's 2 triangles.
First time you've ever heard this in your life.
All right.
You said the last one, the one that we haven't been to, is out in the woods?
It's on the mountainside.
Could Ed make a history check, I guess, or some kind of check to see if he'd know of anything in that, do we know like the general area of where it is, or do we just know it's out yonder?
You
That's
got
what I was just trying to look for.
Yeah, you got a sense mostly because when you took that photo, you were in that kind of adjacent realm. The last switch on the thing, on the lighthouse beacon, and
well,
yeah,
he's gonna take out his phone, look at that picture, and does he have a fair idea of where that might be?
In your picture, like a huge portion of Beacon Mountain is actually missing. Like it's like a crater is like taking off like half of the, like kind of like the side of it and then scooping out. If that makes sense, like a half moon out of it.
So that did I take that picture in World 2 or World 3? 2?
The second one, because one you couldn't see anything. It was absolute pitch black.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna show everyone on the phone and be like, well, part of the mountain's missing.
Does that mean that would be the spot or that wouldn't be the spot? Because if it's a protecting spot from the Sixth Arcana, maybe that part of the mountain can't make it to the Sixth Arcana. But then also, like, if the spot's not there, then maybe it's obviously not the spot. I don't think I'm equipped for this.
Yeah, me neither. I have no. What's an Arcana for one thing?
How is the location lit up on Beacon Mountain? Is the whole thing illuminated, or is it like on a video game where like a waypoint pops up?
No, it's kind of like it's more of a feeling than it is actually a visualization, because the way the photo is taken, it almost creates these sight lines in the photo. Like there's no obvious beacon, there's no obvious light or pin or anything. It's just like the way Ed was standing and took that photo, like two of these locations kind of stood out just from where he was looking at them, if that makes sense.
Oh, guys, I don't even know if this is important because I think it just kind of lines up with like the rule of thirds.
Hey man, if you had an epiphany in a lighthouse with an angel there, I'll go for it, whatever.
I'm not going to argue it. We got all the time in the world. Do we want to make our way to Beacon Mountain? I got an Escalade we can ride in.
I think we have a day.
Yeah.
And how much did you drink at that bar?
I wouldn't worry about it, bud.
I had her another beer.
But wait, if we traveled in time there and drank there and came back in time, would we be after?
Nah, same body.
You're thinking too hard.
Stupid.
I hand him a beer too.
Much better. Make a beer check.
She's like, more than likely, it seems like we would have been like we fell into a hole, or we went through a door where we're pulled through into this other. Well, instead of a location, it was actually just a different period of time that we found ourselves in. So it's hard to say what exactly occurred there without, I don't know, some kind of ritual to some god.
We're going to go to a mountain.
Yeah, we're not in an episode of Stargate, so let's just go.
I don't know what that means.
We're going to make our way to Beaconside.
Hey, this is where my hotel is.
Yeah, you got an Airbnb or whatever.
We'll go as close as we can to the base of the mountain.
Yep. I mean, very easy to do. There's the main road that leads up that way, kind of the same road that leads to Ed's house. They're both on the same kind of track from where you guys were. Leads to kind of like a Banff-esque village, like a small little town at the base of the mountain, and then the huge mountain in the backdrop. And then it's got ski lifts, and there's like there are little lodges, like little cabins and stuff like that built along the mountain as well.
Most of them are unlocked.
Probably.
Well, legally they have to be, right? Because they're on Crown land, and Ed starts rambling about shit.
when he starts rambling, can I talk to Paige? Is she with us?
Yeah.
I just want to find out what, like, she said that there was kind of like one sister for each point. Like, what were they doing there? Was there like a specific place, or like, was there something they had to keep doing? Like, what was...
She thinks for a moment. She's like, yes, it was if you think about it like this, let's say we have a giant window above our heads. The point of us being here was to support this window, because without these fixed points of us supporting the window, then cracks would start to form, and then almost like water is resting on top of this window. The more cracks that form, the less stable it is. But the water, in our case, is the Sixth Arcana, which is less of a realm, less of an area, more of a parasite. It feeds off of the things that make us who we are, the things that make everything what it is kind of what that realm is doing. The things that live there are all manifestations of the Sixth Arcana, and it forms similarities to the things that it's consuming, because those are the things that make it what it is. And we found the frames of homes and trees and even the ground itself that we were walking on, and the ocean are all things it was feeding on from our realm, and we just happened to find our way there. Well, mostly by mistake for most of us, I think. But our job, yes, was to
just exist.
Make sure there was no cracks in this window.
Okay.
And we've been gone a long time.
Yeah.
So.
Well, there was some weird shit going on in the woods, so here we go, I guess.
Once we're at the base of the mountain, I'll park the vehicle and let Rowdy out.
Yeah. Rowdy gets out, and he kind of is, he's just kind of sniffing around. But what's the game plan for you guys? What's your aim here?
You said that it was less of a focal point on the mountain and more of a feeling, so I'm just gonna walk and follow my heart.
I like it.
I'm gonna, as you step forward to take the lead on this journey where none of us know where we're going or what we're looking for, what the fuck we're doing, I'm gonna pat you on the back and cast guidance.
Awesome. What time of day is it?
It is the late afternoon, so probably around supper time, around 6 o'clock.
Okay.
But you guys drove up closer to the mountain, though, correct?
I would say, yeah.
All
if
right.
you want to give me a nature or survival with your guidance, you can do that.
Yeah.
Could Ed assist by like occasionally showing him the picture on the phone or something?
Yeah, for sure.
They'll just give you advantage.
Advantage?
Advantage.
You're the one. Advantage, yes.
Advantage?
Yeah, you still only roll once. Ed's just there.
It works with most of your names. Advantage, Chadvantage, Benvantage is where it goes off.
Advantage.
That would be a 29.
Ooh.
29.
That's a 18 plus 7, and I got a 4 on my
Ooh.
on my guidance.
Holy sweet.
My other roll was a 7, but I'll take the 18.
Yeah, Christ almighty, 29 is truly insane. Using
Checking my math. Yeah, that's right.
using Ed's guidance and like kind of referencing the photo and like the God, I don't want to use this word, but like the vibe that photo gives off in that dark realm.
Vibe check.
To navigate where you're going, you kind of start wandering a little aimlessly at first, and then you come across an incredibly narrow road with tire tracks on it.
Okay. Yeah. I'm a stealth. And Rowdy's gonna stealth.
Yeah, I mean, everyone, let's do a group stealth with that meaty plus 10 from
Okay.
Pass Without Trace.
I don't think this has come up yet, so I'm going to ask,
31.
should I roll my armor thing to see if it's high, to see if I should have disadvantage if it's like being all sparky, or are we going to deal with the heavy armor cleric disadvantage deal?
If you want to roll it now for anything that might happen in the future, you can do that for sure.
Okay, nothing major.
I got a natural 20, so I got 36 in my flip-flops.
Jesus Christ.
What a monk.
Chad truly is invisible.
Ben got a 23. Rowdy got a 26.
Amazing.
31.
Oof.
16.
Still, still not bad though.
Thank God for that pass without trace.
And tripping over branches everywhere. Like,
Just accidentally stepping into moss instead of like crackling branches.
Yeah, you guys follow this trail. Also with that 29, I'll say the tire tracks don't look super fresh. Like it hasn't been the same, like it wasn't today or yesterday that something has been up this way, but the fact that there are tire tracks at all seems a little bit suspect. But you guys start following it up, and eventually it kind of starts to break out of the trees. There isn't much forest between where you parked and the actual mountain itself. It's just kind of tangly, but now that you found this road, it's a lot quicker to traverse. And you find like a fenced in area at the border of the trees with like a hefty gate in front of it to prevent, vehicles and stuff like that. And with most of you got so goddamn high on the stealth check. And I should have rolled for Paige. She got a little bit higher than Anne, but not much. Let me check her abilities. Yeah, she has nothing for stealth. So she rolled 17. Amazing. You do notice someone wandering the fence, and it looks like they're holding like a gun of some sort, as their back is to you now, and they're kind of walking away from you, kind of doing a perimeter of this area. And then further up where this road is, you see kind of a few more trees. They look like they might have been planted or put there. It doesn't seem like they would have grown where they were naturally, especially to you, Ben. And you see like a vehicle parked, just one car parked around that kind of corner, and a small mouth of a cave, like just high enough to walk through. And this guy's kind of like, you hear him like his footsteps getting further away, and you see him look through the forest and then kind of keep walking a little bit and looks up towards the mountain and looks back towards the forest and keeps walking.
Does he look militant, or is he like henchman style?
If you want to give me a perception check to kind of get some fun. He's a little bit away, and you guys are still, I imagine, in the woods trying to keep your stealth.
Mm-hmm.
17.
17. It looks like he's not wearing anything militant, but he certainly has that vibe. Yeah.
Can we see the vehicle, did you say?
It's
like one of your friends, Ed.
I was just about to ask, actually, does Ed recognize the car?
It's not the same one. James gave you guys the Escalade. You didn't actually see him drop off the car, but so you wouldn't have seen his new vehicle. And I think you called him the last time you talked to him. And it's hard to judge based on the fact that he had a fucking Escalade, but what his new vehicle could be. But it's like it's just a black sedan. From the angle you're kind of looking at, Ben, if you like gaze up there, it seems pretty nondescript. You don't see any markings of make or model, that kind of stuff.
Ben, I can't tell if I know them or not.
I'm only seeing one guy. Can you see any more than what I'm seeing?
I can have a look if you want.
I only see one, but I'm assuming there's more.
Can I have a look to see if I can spot any other, like, watchful cameras or eyes?
Yeah. Go wild.
Oh, how rude. It's an 8. My fucking modifier literally doubled my dice.
Oh, brutal.
Nice.
Paige will give you the help action. She's not doing it.
Thanks,
Ow.
thanks, girl. That one goes
What kind of
away.
fence is it? Is it a chain link fence? Is it a...
Not 20.
Oh,
Thanks, girl.
20.
Best friends for life.
She's like, oh, you missed this over here.
Yeah.
No, you know what she does? She looks, and both of you are kind of looking, and she's like, I don't really know. What is this thing? And you look up, and above the cave entrance, you see like a camera. Like, she's like, it looks like
Okay.
a bird that's perched, and it's strange.
All right, I'll point it out to everyone else.
It's a chain link fence also.
What are the chances that Ed has a pair of binoculars?
Pretty good, I would say. Yeah, why not? I think that would be something Ed would for sure have.
Ed will look through the binoculars. Can he see the person's face?
Their back is still to you. They're still kind of. It's
Special binoculars, though. They go up around.
they have like a fishing pole type extension with a mirror. They're still walking away, but they're dressed in dark green, not camo, just like a flat, deep green jacket and pants and military style boots for sure. As they're still walking, it's a very large perimeter. They're kind of taking their time. You get the sense that maybe they don't see much,
No, like patches or identifying marks. Like,
no.
all right.
And same with the car. When you kind of shift up to the vehicle, it's not that it's probably like 60, 70 feet away, probably. You don't see any kind of marking to tell what kind of make the car is. You don't see it's the front is actually parked towards you, but there's no license plate or anything on the front. It all seems like it's kept under wraps is the vibe you get.
Well, the binoculars didn't reveal anything.
I don't know does this seem like a place we want to go into, or what are we thinking about this?
And you also notice with the Nat 20, you see a small, like a power box up near the car, and some wiring that looks like it might be leading back to the fence.
Okay. Good to know.
I forgot you got a Nat 20, and I'm like, oh, right, the Nat 20.
All right, I also relay that information. Hey, what are we doing up here?
I feel like me or like Ed or Ben would know if there was like a compound up here prior to this, so we know that this is like new, or if it existed. Or did you already cover that and I missed it because I wasn't listening?
No.
That seems likely too.
In the past, we have done checks for something like that, but if you guys want to roll history for anyone that's lived there for a while, if you guys want to roll history. Sorry, Josh.
You mean it's not in the brochure?
Yeah, it's not in the brochure. Visit our hidden facilities today.
I got a nat 20 again.
Holy shit.
I got a dirty 20.
Amazing. You guys start kind of...
But by all means, Anne, take it away.
You guys start thinking kind of out loud and talking back and forth. And you remember that there was, a couple of years ago, some construction being done, but the mayor passed it off to you, Ben, saying that it was a government-run setup that was being constructed. And they were trying to...
well, if it was passed off to me, what were the details of the plan?
Sorry, not passed off. What I meant to say was they were telling you it wouldn't impact the forest. You know what I mean? Like they weren't...
Oh, so they circumvented my oversight.
Yeah, and Anne remembers having all of those, construction people coming in and out, and a couple of suits were in and out, not talking about what was happening, but they obviously weren't from around there. Yeah, and it seemed like,
oh yeah, I remember all those fucking trucks driving up past.
Yeah, those government dicks tip like shit.
No, I mean they probably only get like $14 for a meal a day or some shit.
Is there anywhere inside there that, like, if we did zap people in, that they could be hidden from view of the guard? Like, are there some boxes they could be behind if we timed it or something?
The car and the trees that are blocking the car, like the little parking space, that seems like more or less the only option to hide behind.
All right.
What if Ben turns into a deer or a stag or a moose or a bear? There's bears here. I know people say there's not, but there's bears around here. And you just go up and look around the fence and see if there might be a way in.
They're probably going to shoot at a bear.
Well, then don't turn into a fucking bear, man. I don't know.
Okay. And why don't you static Chad across the way, and I will take care of the camera.
Oh, I can teleport two of us. I can only take myself and someone else, though.
Oh, okay. I'm just thinking Chad because, he could punch somebody in the throat and take him out pretty quietly.
Yeah, that seems like a good call.
And he feels the appropriate amount of drunk to do that and not care.
You're not wrong. That does feel like something I'd be good at.
Okay.
If we want, I could take our friend Chad here and teleport us behind that individual. And
yeah, why don't you
I could cause a distraction.
We should get the camera first, but that sounds like a great plan, Paige.
All right. What's the quietest way to get that?
This will be the only time I can do this today. Let me tell you that.
I can easily climb up. Or send Rowdy up there to take a...
I've got a guiding bolt that is probably all right. It's 120 feet.
Okay. How loud is this static thing going to be?
It's...
Or will it sound like thunder? Like it's going to rain later?
No, it's not. It's not thunderous. It's like...
Just out above the game, Paige has dimension door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Well, guys,
so as far as the camera goes, I could either climb up there and just get it, or I could melt it.
If anything's going to be loud, I could just put on my orange hat and walk up next to the fence with my gun out and be like, sorry, man, took a shot.
I think maybe guiding bolt is the best bet because it's just light and I've got a +6 to hit. Yeah.
What's a +6?
I'm real good with this magic shit.
Paige looks at you. So am I taking Chad here and are we teleporting in?
Yeah. I'll take out the camera first. And then, is there a gate? Like, did we
what does
see
the
a gate
look like? How would the gate open? Does it
Can you
swing?
open it from the inside, or is it locked?
Gate?
It's kind of like
I'll figure it out.
The chain link fence is built onto like these thick iron bars that go across that particular portion, and it separates from the inside. There's like a panel on the inside that opens it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
No problem. I got this.
All right.
Are we good?
The second that guard is kind of like taken out, we're gonna. I'll do.
Bum rush the fence, like.
I'll do my little earth thing, and I'll dislodge the fence so we can just climb underneath it.
Or I can push the button to open the gate, but.
Is there? Oh yeah, you're on the inside. You're on the inside.
Yeah, I will be.
Jesus, yeah, go for it.
All right.
Why am I so desperate to spend spell slots?
Ben is having a day.
Door episode.
Ben's having a real day.
This is our door episode.
Yeah.
Fuck.
All right, I shoot the camera.
Roll to attack. It won't be difficult to damage for sure, but
Sick. I got a 24.
ooh, 24 will
Fucking A.
fucking do it. As soon as you tell me what's Anne's guiding bolt look like.
I would say that it is like a
Totally
quiet
invisible.
little lightning streak. There's no noise, but it looks like lightning light, and it streaks across in a little like blip where it hits the camera and like fizzles around it.
Very Frieza.
I like that. That's cool. It's very cool.
Like a carrot cake.
As soon as you do that, Paige mumbles under her breath and she grabs you, Chad, by the wrist, and all of a sudden it's just like this swirling, almost like you guys are walking into a little localized storm, and you guys, everyone else sees Paige and Chad disappear, but Chad, when you both land, you're in the 6th arcana, and she's like, we need to move quickly, and she takes your hand, and where the fence would have been, you both are kind of walking along the cracked ground, and you look up to see Beacon Mountain now missing a huge chunk out of it, and she continues to run, and you both stop, and she's like, okay, if we come out here, we'll be right behind them.
Does this look like this spot on Ed's camera? Like the picture?
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
Okay, cool.
And there's no fence. All the trees look barren and black. Like they're made of wood, but you guys discovered it's not actually wood. And Paige is like, all right, you ready?
Let's do it.
Here we go. And then you guys are, again, like this storm cloud forms ahead of you as you both step out. For everyone else, it looked like they teleported, but for Paige and Chad, they physically walked through to where they were going. But it's, and you land right behind the guard, who's kind of like looking out over the woods because he rolled a natural 1 for his fucking perception. But he's looking out, and you both land, and she like, what's Chad doing?
Chad is going to take a step to whichever direction the guard is not looking.
Yep.
And then throw a right hook into his temple.
Nice. Yeah, fucking let's do it. Go for it.
Box his ears.
22 to hit.
Ooh, yeah, 22 will fucking do it.
Uh,
I'll tell you now, you need at least 10 damage to knock him unconscious.
Okay. Ooh, that's a good start. That's 8.
Oh, you fucking clobber this guy and completely fucking... actually, roll with advantage, because technically you would have been like
It's a
hiding.
surprise.
Yeah.
It's one better. It's 23.
I was thinking for a nat 20, but
Yeah.
You fucking rock him, and you see like blood spray out of his nose, and he goes to look back at you in a complete fit of surprise, but you get anything else you can do on your turn.
I will use my bonus action to attack again
Do it.
with an uppercut with the left.
Not advantage because he's aware this time, but
That's 18 to hit.
18 will still hit for sure.
Okay, I do at least 5 damage without rolling.
Oh, okay, yeah, great. You fucking
And I would like to knock him out. I don't want to kill him.
yeah. You you clock him the second time, but he looks back in surprise, and he just collapses on the ground, just like.
And I want to catch him before he falls to the ground and like go to sleep. And then
just like
drag him behind some rock.
yeah, you kind of Well, the only really place would be back towards like the gate where the trees and stuff are. So you like start dragging him. Paige grabs his feet. She's like, "I'll help, I guess."
Cool. We gotta hide this body, man.
But yeah, Chad, you find yourself with you put him up next to the car with all the trees that are there. Just again, about 60 feet down this little road is the gate with the little panel and stuff.
I will open the panel and see if there's a button that will open the gate.
Yeah, it's like one of those old dip switches. Or not dip switch, but just a knob that you turn left or right, basically.
I look at Ben and go, "Hey man, do you want me to open the gate, or do you want to do that like Earth movie thing you wanted to do?"
No, it's all you.
Oh, okay.
The fucking gate, Chad.
Chad opens the gate.
And it starts like rolling backwards to open. But yeah, you all make it through the gate.
Ed's gonna make a beeline for that car and the down body.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open the car first, see if the keys are in it.
There are no keys in it.
Okay, are they up in the thing?
I knew you were gonna fucking say it.
the sunblind?
Yeah.
No, a bunch of coupons fall down for Bethyl House.
Quickly pocket. And,
Yes.
At least we know they're frugal.
Yeah.
and I'll have a look through the guy's pockets.
He
See if
has
he's got any more coupons.
He has keys on him and like a little lanyard with his face and his like a string of numbers and like it's like a little card, I should say, with on the lanyard.
Like an ID card.
Yeah. I should have said ID card, but my brain didn't go there.
I'll just take it and put it on. There's no car key in it though. Is it just like regular keys or?
Car keys, yeah. He has
okay.
car keys.
Perfect. Well, I'm going to pop the trunk and start putting the body in it.
Good call.
Chad helps.
Classic.
Yeah, whoever wants to sneak on in.
Is it just
right,
Chad or is it Chad and Ed?
I'll go.
All right. You see
Actually,
Paige is
before
like,
we go,
yeah.
I'm going to take that bullet out of the rifle and that magic one thing and put it in the automatic one.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Chad is going to pull out some of his Alberta whistles that he's got in his bag that they handed out during orientation and give one to everybody and be like, "Yo, 2 blasts means you're in trouble. No, wait. 1 blast means you're in trouble. 2 blasts means come real fast because we're fucked. Okay?"
DM, I said I stuck my fingers into the ground to cast the spell. Can I say that when I did, I grabbed a piece of a handful of earth, and there was a rock in that earth that I cast the spell on, so I could kind of hand it off to them?
Yeah. I dig that. That's cool.
All right, cool.
That's fine.
Bink.
That's super cool. That's a great idea.
Sorry, what spell was this?
What's this going to do, Ben?
It's to pass without trace. That's just going to keep the shadows clouded.
Oh, I understand. Sweet. Yeah.
Chad.
That's
of
cool.
course.
You guys start walking up to the mountain. Again, only about one person at a time can squeeze through this opening, and it seems to even take a turn as you're looking in, so you can't quite see from the entrance. But all of the shadows kind of start to pour out of the door as you all now go up with your pass without a trace spell and approach this mysterious hole into Beacon Mountain. Thank you all so much for listening to the No Fame podcast, Null Shore. Don't forget to check out our live Session 0 on November 20th. If you'd like to support the show, the best way you can do that is just by telling your friends. That's right. Tell everyone. Why not? Go wild. The second best way to support our show is by checking out our Patreon. That's patreon.com/nofamepod. You can find all of our other links at nofame.ca. Thanks for listening, and we will catch you later on.
What's that?
Wait. I have an idea. Chad pulls out his vape pen and starts trying to cast Fog Cloud because he thinks he did it the last time.
Seems like
This worked. I got this.
Does that have weed in it? Let me have 8 of that, man.
He passes it over.
I just rolled a perception check for that guard.
We still have fucking
He did crit.
pass without a trace.
He crit failed. That's what he did.
Oh.
Yes. I was like, oh no.
Because it's me.
Just see this smoke coming up like,
I am rolling
not
dice,
fucking-
and this is what happens when I roll dice.
He smells something and he's just like, oh, fuck, this place smells nice. I'm still whispering.